Hey, what's up, folks? How's it going? So, today I'm back with one more interview question. The question is you need to implement a continuous delivery pipeline for a microservices based application where each microservice runs in a separate Docker container. How would you set up the pipeline to automatically build, test, and deploy these containers? So, here we are going to set up continuous delivery pipeline for microservices based application, and each microservice will be running in a separate Docker container. So first, we need to pull the code. We need to pull the code, fetch latest code from Git. Then we have to build and test. Build each microservice as a Docker image and run unit integration test. Each microservice should be built as Docker image. So for that, we need to create a Docker file defining microservices dependencies. What are the dependent packages, environment, and execution commands, right? So these are the instructions we'll be putting in the Docker file. What are the commands to run? What are the packages to be installed? Environment variable, any port mapping required, execution command, then build the Docker image using docker build -t myservice dot. So this is the command we'll be using to build Docker image. Docker build -t myservice dot and run it with docker run -d myservice. So we'll be building it. Then we'll be containerizing it, create and tag Docker images, then push to registry, store the images in Docker Hub or AWS ECR or GitLab container registry. And finally, deploy containers to Kubernetes cluster or a Docker Swarm environment. So these are the steps we follow. Pull the code, Dockerize it, write Docker file. In Docker file, define dependencies, environment, execution command. Containerize it, create and tag Docker image, push it to registry, Docker Hub, AWS ECR, or GitLab container registry, then deploy it. Okay. So this is the pipelines example, code checkout. We will check out the code, then build Docker image. Okay, build a Docker image. Next step is test it. So PyTest on Python, npm test on Java, npm test on Node.js, and in GitLab CI implementation there will be stages. Then push it to registry, Docker push the image, and after that deploy it using Kubernetes. Okay. And deployment strategy will be it can be rolling out deployment, rolling deployment where gradually replaces the old container with the new one to minimize downtime. It can be blue-green deployment where runs two different environments, blue and green, then switch traffic after testing new deployment. So it's an old deployment and you create a new deployment. You test it, it's working fine. Then DNS, you switch the traffic from here to this one. Okay. Then canary deployment. We can also go for canary deployment where deploy new changes to a small subset of users before full round. Full round. So if you have like let's say 1 lakh users, 1 million users, test a subset of the users, small subset, maybe 5,000, see how it's working. After that, maybe 50,000 users, see how it is working. Then go for full rollout. And other points, like you can use Jenkins multi-branch pipelines or GitLab CI/CD pipelines, store secrets using Jenkins credentials or GitLab CI variables, use Helm charts for Kubernetes deployment to manage configuration efficiently, enable automated rollback in case of failure. These are the couple of points you can mention. Now we'll go to the quiz, and every day I post one quiz on my LinkedIn Devops Challenge page. So today's quiz is what is the main purpose of containerizing each microservices in a continuous delivery pipeline? Why do we containerize each microservice? To reduce code complexity, to enable scalable and isolated deployment, to eliminate the need for testing, to merge all microservices into a single monolithic application. The correct answer will be B. To enable scalable and isolated deployment. Because containers like Docker's package a microservice with all its dependencies ensure it runs consistently across defined environment. And isolation prevents conflicts between microservices and allows each to be scaled independently based on specific needs. So if you're using payment microservices and there is a lot of demand on payment, then it will be scaled up. Maybe uh, another microservice is there to check the items of catalog. Demand is might be less that time, or demand is more for that, and payment is less. People are just checking it. So we don't need to scale up. If it is a monolithic application, everything will be scaled up together. So that's why we go for microservices architecture. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. Please like and share it. Follow LinkedIn page, Devops Challenger. Also subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow this WhatsApp channel. Uh, I organize a lot of quizzes, contests. Please participate in them. And thank you for watching this video. And see you in the next one.